Hi all, there's something that I want to show you in Illustrator now that you're all into the gradient mesh tool, and it's kind of cool, and I didn't show it in any of the tutorials, but I want to show you. If I hit the L key, L is for ellipse, look at the tool palette, I'm going to hold Option or Alt and Shift and make a big circle. Now I'm going to fill it with any color in the whole world, I don't care what color, okay? So now what I want you to see is there is a tool that instantly changes a shape into a mesh and makes the meshing a lot easier. Watch this. I go to Object, Create Gradient Mesh. See it? Now, you're given a window that says how many rows do you want and how many columns do you want. So obviously rows are going left and right and columns are going up and down. So if I want to make a very complex circle and already have the gradient mesh put inside of it, I can do that. So I can actually take and put in, like you're seeing here, 4 rows and 4 columns, or I could go 8 rows, look, 8 rows and 8 columns. I could go 20 tabbing to 20, and you can see just how complex that whole thing can get. It's pretty cool, okay? I'm going to say okay on this, and I'm going to change the color of the selection to black so we can see what I'm talking about a little better, okay? Now, you can also go in, watch this, with your direct selection tool, and you can click a whole square. Now, if you click a whole square, that means that both the columns and the rows that are associated with those points are going to disappear if you hit the delete key. So you see how I did that. See how I just got rid of all the ones in the middle. Now, you can add them back if you take the U key and you just manually put them back in like I'm doing here. I need to get closer. So I need to click it right there. I need to click it right there. And you can see how I can easily go back in and put them in or take them back out. And I want to warn you, well, not warn you. If you want just one of the rows or columns to be gone, click the point on the outer edge and then hit the delete key. And look, just that row was gone. Now I can Control Z or Command Z back and show you that, but isn't that cool? That actually lets you create a gradient mesh using the Object Create Gradient Mesh item in the menu, okay? So that should help, and you can do it with almost any shape. Now, I want to warn you again, and something kind of weird here, but watch this. If I take and create a shape that has what I refer to as innies and outies, that kind of shape does not bode well. Look at, I have several innies and outies here, right there, right? It looks like a funny looking kidney. Now, if I go to Object Create Gradient Mesh, it's going to take, it's going to be very difficult to create a good gradient mesh out of it. Let me just go 10, tabbing to 10. Now I want to click OK and show you a problem. Look at how some of the mesh lines went outside of the object. That's not good. That's why I taught you the way that I did teach you. So let me Command Z back, go to the Create Gradient Mesh tool, and only put in maybe 2 and 2. Now, that's about as much as I would do. Whoops, that I must have went 2 and 20. Let me go again, just creating 2. Oh, it was 10 and 2. Okay, 2 and 2. Now, why did I do that? Because now I can manually go in, look at this, and I can take this one right here. See this one? I can take it to where it needs to go. Now, technically, that is not a good mesh. That would not make for a good mesh. So if an object has innies and outies, meaning funny geometry, I wouldn't use the Object Create Gradient Mesh tool. I would do it all by yourself, okay? Meaning the way that we've already discussed it. So I hope that helped, and I hope that you can see how to create gradient mesh. Again, I'm holding Shift, I'm in the L key, and I'm holding Alt and Shift, and you can see just how powerful the Create Gradient Mesh tool is. Okay, so I hope that kind of let you know. Whoops, I need to go 8 here. And you can see just how beautiful it is when the object is just a simple geometric shape. Okay, thanks.